Hello again. Happy summer. I'm so enjoying summertime this year. And I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that you are here. Thank you for watching. So, I'm wondering today, have you ever smoked meth or known anyone who has? If you have tried meth or known someone who has, you know that it's really pretty unpleasant. Sorry, there's like moths and flies. It's summer and the windows are open. Okay. I'm not on meth. I am just wondering if you know anyone or have ever experienced what it's like, because I just had a spiritual experience. I have them often. I would say like every 6 months or so, depending on what kind of work I'm doing on myself and whatever. So they're a trip, man. And I'm asking you about meth because spiritual experiences, when they come on full blast, in my experience, can be very similar to being high on meth. And so that, as a recovering addict, that can terrify me. If you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, this might not be the channel for you, first of all, because it's not just for like recovering meth addicts, but it's for people who kind of lived that life where you either know about it or you've been. Anyways, if you're here, thank you for being here. I promise this will start to make sense. The thing with when I was doing meth, people respond to it differently, okay? So I've dated meth addicts that got really creepy and paranoid and thought people were after them and were hiding in microwaves with knives and that kind of trip, and that freaked me out. That's bad juju. When I smoked meth, I got really creative and I got really focused and I had really brilliant ideas, and I would stay up all night and I'd play guitar and I would write and draw things and I would invent things, and it was still very like creepy because it was like, meth, you know. It's not a good look, we'll say that. But I didn't go the paranoid creepy vibe, I got the excited artsy vibe, okay? So flash forward, I'm sober, I haven't touched meth in a long time, and now though I'm having these like spiritual experiences, for lack of a better term. I kind of like the term. I don't know, there might be something, it's like awakening, it's like enlightenment sort of, but it's like enlightenment light, because I don't feel like I'm enlightened by any means, but it's these moments, it's these experiences where all the work I've been doing, all these videos, all this stuff I'm sharing with you, any meeting I've gone to, any self-help book I'm reading or podcast that I'm listening to, journaling, all this shit sometimes is for these experiences. This is like the reward. It's like the sign that like, it's working. The stuff that I'm striving for, the goals that I have for myself, it's working. And so I have these moments where everything just clicks, and like all the stuff I've been reading and struggling with, it like made sense here, but now it's dropped down into my heart and into my cells and into my bones, and it like, I get it. I fucking get it. And like, when that happens to me though, it's like, it's really intense, and I feel like I could and do stay up all night, and I feel very like just inspired and motivated, and I have all the right things to say to the right people, and I feel moved and pushed, and life gets really exciting, and I feel like I get worried about it. Like it reminds me sometimes of when I was up all night on a synthetic high. And now these spiritual experiences they're like a natural high. Like I feel jazzed, I feel full of love and light, and I feel connected to all that is, and you know, all those things that you might picture when someone says like enlightenment or feeling awake or whatever. So I'm sharing this because first of all, I missed doing a video last week, and it was partly, well, I guess nothing's really accidental. I guess it was intentional. It started off as just like, oh shit, the whole day's gone by and I didn't do a video, and now I don't feel like it. And I had to think about it today because I didn't want to do it today, but I'm committed to them for some reason. And I thought the reason was to help people, and I thought the reason at first was to help people building a business. And it sort of shifted for me over this last week, where I feel like you don't need my help. Like I might say some things that could benefit you, and that's awesome, but I don't want this to be like a video of, I know these things and I can help you. Like, I'm kind of over that vibe, and really what I want to do is build community, and I want to share with you what I'm going through from a place of not like, I went through this and then I learned about it and now I can help you go through it. it's a very subtle shift I'm talking about here. But what it is more is like, let's help each other through these kind of things. If these videos, if you find them and they resonate with you, and you're finding some stuff that, I don't know what I'm trying to say, and I apologize for that, but part of the way these videos work is not planning them too much. So I remember when I was laying in bed last night feeling like my fucking brain was blowing open in a beautiful way. I mean, this shit, when you're an open channel and you let this shit flow, like, it is big time, it's heady stuff. It feels hard to manage. And I was really feeling, I really wished for a guide for this. I wished I had someone that I could call and say, holy shit, it's happening, it's awesome, but how do I take care of myself through it? Like, I don't want to just throw everything to the wind and just stay up for days creating art. Like, that's a little too manic for me. Like, I want to maintain some grounding. I want to stay centered. I want to stay centered in my life. I want to be able to, like, function in the real world and not just be all like, oh my God, I get it, you know, just kind of how I feel. So I'm struggling with this balance of, like, letting it rip, which is how I want to be. I want to just, like, yeah, let it in. I'm a channel. Let me experience it. Let me create from it. Let's have it, you know, I'm into it. I'm struggling with that dynamic, and then also the dynamic of, like, I'm really scared, and this is reminding me of when I did drugs, and it's all new and scary, and I'm not worthy, and what the fuck is happening to me? Hiding from it. And I guess I'm making this video to say I don't want to hide from it. I want to find ways to navigate it. And I want to post videos about what I'm going through in my life to build a community and to see if there's anyone else out there that is going through this kind of work, this kind of deep self-help. It sounds so trite. It's like serious, intense, fucking personal growth. And it's not self-help because we don't need fucking help. You don't need my help. I don't need help. We're perfect. We're good. We're divine already. This work is about remembering that and getting comfortable with owning that and finding our way home. So yeah, I kind of want to shift the purpose of these videos. This one probably sounded a little rambly, and I apologize for that. I'm hoping I will be better able to articulate this kind of stuff as I practice. So thank you for bearing with me. Please share if this is something that you experience where you have these, like, exciting, mind-blowing experiences and they feel a little big for you. And maybe we can help each other so we don't have to, like, turn the valve off, but we can ride the wave skillfully and keep living life in an awesome way. I hope that made sense. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next week.